Hey everybody, my name is Niclas Huschenbeth and welcome to another episode of my series Blitz and Talk. And we will go ahead to the play zone. Here we are, and I just noticed I just got a challenge here from somebody, and why not accept it? 2200 guy, pretty good player, so let's see what he's up to. And his name is Lytura and he's from Germany. So let's see how this game develops. He says hi, well I say hi too, obviously. And let's see if I maybe know him. No, he doesn't have a name in his profile. But I hope he will start play his first move soon, and he does. And you know what? I'll try the King's Gambit today. I feel a little bit adventurous and play this rather adventurous opening here and see what he got against this opening, what he plays against it. And this is an interesting approach to knight c3. Not a lot of people know about it, and actually one of the advantages is that g4, the kind of obvious move, is not really that good against it, because now after knight e5 I will win this pawn on g4. Now g3, f takes g3, queen takes g4, and we will reach an endgame, and this is pretty interesting. So I'm looking forward to play this position. So he has to, I'm happy to see this move, because I know this is already pretty bad for black, because here he has won the exchange, but it's my move to play, and I can attack this pawn on f7, and he has no convenient way to defend it. So he can play knight h6, but I think I can just increase the pressure with d3 and then attack this guy on h6. Yeah, that should be a reasonable move. Or d4, that's always the question, d3 or d4. d3 seems to be more stable, more solid. So how is he going to cope with this threat? I don't think he can, so let's just try d3. So he plays d6, but now still I take, and obviously if he takes on e5 now, I take with the queen, of course also attacking the rook on h8, so he's in big trouble there. Of course I can also at some point castle here and save my king. Alright, he plays bishop e6, defends the pawn, but now I can simply retreat or first take on f8, and well, I thought at least that would be material-wise better, but I just noticed I was down a whole rook, so that means I'm still material-wise worse. Okay, well, we'll see. Maybe I need to still increase the pressure, but I don't really see a way how to. Could play knight d5. No, he would just take. E takes e5, queen takes e5. You know what? I'll just take this bishop off the board, and then I'll play knight f3 back, and his queen is trapped for the moment. So I'm curious to see how he will try to free his queen, and my plan is pretty simple. I castle queenside and then play bishop h3, and then his queen would be already gone. So he plays knight d7. Maybe I did to play knight to e5, but well, he can do that. He might be freeing his... Oh, he's just ignoring my threat of bishop h3. That's nice to see, because now I am winning his queen. I think he had to play knight to e5. And then I probably could have take back, queen takes e5, and that should be pretty decent for me too. Oh, maybe I was too confident in my judgment. I overlooked knight f6. I played a little bit too fast, and now I'm in trouble because he's attacking my queen, and I have no convenient way to place it anywhere. Wow, that's really unfortunate, because I'm ending up with a pretty bad position. Yeah, I have no other move than to take on h1. Yep. Well played. I overlooked that completely, and now I'm clearly worse. I'm just down in exchange for nothing. So that will be certainly a pretty difficult position to play. Bishop f1, not a move I want to play, but if I go to g2, he plays his knight to f4 with tempo. So I play bishop f1. Now I can take control of this square, but of course, objectively speaking, I'm just having a terrible position, clearly, with an exchange down for nothing. So I really have to hope for his mistake here. So I guess I went wrong, clearly. So he's doubling on the g file. He can do that. I don't mind. So far, all the squares are still protected. Let's protect this pawn on a2 just in case, and let's see what he is up to. He might come with f5, something like that. Now he plays knight f6. I don't want him to give this check here, so I play h3. And we'll also come down to the time, of course. Who's faster player here? I'll play d4. Doesn't look like he's exactly knowing what he's doing either. He's just playing pawn moves here on the queen side, but that's fine. He's having the good position, and he can do that. Play my knight back, so he has to retreat with his rook. I hope he does. Well, I go back. I don't mind. All right, so that's definitely an improvement for me that we repeated the moves a couple times. Now I could finally place my bishop somewhere, and it seems he's just in waiting mode. I mean, I'm surprised to see that. He's just not doing anything, so I guess he wants to beat me on time, which is reasonable because I'm down on time, and he can certainly try that. So I have to play a little bit faster here, and now playing e5. Now I can give a check on g3. I just go back to d2. Can play king d6. Alright, now at least I have a protected pass pawn here on d5, but really it's not that dangerous at the moment. So now I can play knight e4. That's unfortunate, followed by knight to f2. That's certainly a problem. That's certainly a problem here. Yeah. Place knight to f2. Alright, I have to keep this pawn protected. But I feel like my position is going to fall apart pretty soon. Plays bishop f5, I go back, and now he will enter with rook to e4. But still, these knights, they're always tricky, you know, you always can jump around pretty much and hope to somehow create some force. So for example, rook h6, oh, that's a good move. That's really a good move, a4. Really killing move pretty much for me. And both my knights are kind of dominated by the rooks. I can't move them really. Look at my knight on h5, terrible. So now at least I'll get this knight back into play, possibly. But it's all too late here, obviously. I mean, I'm just having a hopeless position. But since we're both, well, I'm low on time, he's not low on time, but I'll play on for just a little bit to see what's going on. And he's playing a nice combination here, and now I definitely should resign. Well played by lytura. And we'll go back to the decisive moment. I was very confident in my position here because I had looked at this, and yeah, it's interesting. White is down a whole rook, but I believe white is almost winning here. But I should certainly check this position again to see how exactly it's working out. I'm pretty sure queen h5 is the right move. Knight h6. No, knight d5 is not a move. Queen takes e4. d3 should be fine too. Or d4. I'm just not sure. Maybe d4 is better. Maybe d4 is better. Because this would give me some additional options here. If he plays the same line, I could maybe after bishop e6 could play something like d5 here. And that would certainly change the whole position, because now let's say d takes e5, d takes e6. Of course, again, he's having big problems with his pawn on f7. So let's say bishop takes h6. I might go for queen takes f7, king d8. Yeah, now for example queen f6. Now that's certainly absolutely terrible for black, just losing. So maybe that's the critical point. I was too careful here with playing d3. And then it's suddenly not that clear anymore at this point. I took an f8, played knight f3, knight d7, castle c6, and now when I just thought I played the winning move, I actually played the losing move with bishop h3, and not taking into consideration a simpler move, knight f6, and I should have prepared bishop h3 in some way. So knight f6 is the threat right now. Maybe knight g5 would be a move. Now I could play knight f6 again. Or he could castle, let's say castle. Yeah, it altogether seems to be not that clear. Could be that black is already better in this position, unless I have some way to trap the queen, or to attack it at least. I mean, it is already trapped. Knight f6 is just, I can't keep this guy protecting f3, that's the problem. Now I don't spot a way to do that right now. Bishop e2 also doesn't seem to help here. Rook g1, and the queen is just having enough squares, and well, will obviously be not trapped. Queen to b6 is coming here. So no, that's not working. Alright, maybe you see a way to improve my play. I certainly think that d4 instead of d3 was better. But if you see anything else, then please let me know. In the end game, it was pretty much hopeless. I was just down in exchange, also down on time, and then he just played calmly and played a good game. Alright, so thanks for watching, and see you soon, guys.